Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. I think my Alexa just shit the bed. Super mad about it. Super fucking mad about it. Hey, Robin, what's going on? Yeah, I think my Alexa just shit the fucking bed. I hate her. I hate her a lot. Alexa! You fucking bitch. You fucking bitch, Alexa. God damn. Yeah, my Alexa just shit the bed. I hate her. I haven't liked her in a long time, though. So it's okay. I'm pretty convinced that she's just a spy for the government. No chicken for dinner. No chicken for dinner. Hey, this is banana bread. I did banana bread with like a cheesecake middle. That was my first banana bread too. I will say that. My first banana bread. I ain't never made banana bread before. But I did it, bitch. Hello, Bilal. Thanks, Mush. I'm going to talk some shit about... I am going to talk some shit, though. I love zucchini. OMG. You know what, Taco? I have a zucchini here. I'm going to make zucchini chocolate chip bread tomorrow. I forgot. Hi, dolls. Hi, apple juice. Yeah, I think tomorrow I'll make a zucchini bread. I am, Taco. I am. I forgot. I have this huge zucchini. I know that's enough to make it. I know it is. Where's our piece? Ah. Okay, guys. So before I took my nap today, I've been, hey, life has been lifing. Life has been lifing the fuck out of me. You know, and while life has been lifing the fuck out of me, I've been watching you fucks sit on this internet for 10 and 12 hours a day. It is some of the... It annoys the fuck out of me. You know why it annoys the fuck out of me? So many people talk about getting jobs. Do you have a job? Do you have a job? Bitch, do you have a motherfucking job? Not only a job, but do you have a husband? Do you have a child, one child, two children? What in how? I don't understand it. I could never ever spend that amount of time talking about the same fuckery on a daily basis. And I know this for a fact. None of y'all are making a salary on it. None of y'all are making a fucking salary on all that fucking smoke you're blowing up the internet's ass. Not one motherfucking penny. It's wild to me. Wild. But I think what is most wild and most interesting to me today is that Pastor Petty, let's switch let's switch this up a little bit. This motherfucker. Pastor Petty Clay Marquise Queese, whatever the fuck you want to call him, Clay, got on Beyonce's internet, ain't that what everybody call it? Beyonce's internet, and told everybody that he is, in fact, exactly like his brother. He came to the internet today and showed everybody that he is, in fact, exactly like his brother. But what happened was, he didn't want to be seen begging for it like his brother. He did not want to be seen begging for it like his brother came to the internet begging for money. He was like, yeah, I can't do that. I can't. I don't want to go there and be a beggar like him. How am I going to do this? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the internet and I'm going to start attacking beggars. I'm going to attack beggars. And then while I'm attacking beggars, or what I consider beggars, I'm going to make money doing that. I'm going to make the money without begging by targeting other people and coming to the internet and harassing women on a daily motherfucking basis. Because, baby, I was there. Quit acting like you got a whole lot of new folk that don't know what the fuck happened. There were a lot of us, sir, that were there. We were there. We watched it. We watched you get in your car and go to towns of women that were on the internet that you didn't like so that you could take pictures of the scenery and then harass them with it. I've watched you do the ugliest things on this internet while you sit and talk about other people doing fuck shit on the internet. But what today, I am actually a little bit, a skosh, proud of you. Because Pastor Petty is being who he has been the entire fucking time. The jealous man. Jealous of what everybody else was getting. Constantly pissed the fuck off because he wasn't getting it. I think it's pretty fucking obvious. Peace, love, and dabs. So today I watched a grown man. Who's been on the internet for years talking about how other people get their fucking money. Right? That's what he's been doing. His whole platform has been talking about how other people get their money. But then I saw that same grown man throw a fucking temper tantrum like a 3-year-old today because he felt that y'all weren't appreciating him enough. He said he ain't doing fuck all for y'all until you start paying him. He didn't even mince no words about it either. He told y'all you were abusing him. I heard him. He said you were abusing him as he sat on this internet and abused countless fucking people. But now he wants to, now he's an entertainer. Now he's entertaining. Now he calls this entertaining. He calls getting up in boxes in other people's lives that he has problems with and talking horribly to them as entertaining. Because I've heard the clips. I hear what you're getting up in those boxes and saying. And your friends, all your people there, they clap for that. Oh my God, he's so funny. I couldn't stop laughing. I almost pissed myself. A grown motherfucking man. And he wants you to pay him for it now. So if everybody cannot see what Petty's problem with FWA was, you're fucking nuts. I ain't never seen so much hypocrisy, fucking calculated fucking manipulation. I mean, fuck all. God. But you know what? Here it is me. I just sit back and thank God. I sit back and believe me, my life ain't easy. But man, I do spend a lot of time sitting back being grateful I ain't fucking y'all. In the past week, man, I've been saying thank God I have a fucking life, whether it's rough or not, because I'd never want to be one of y'all. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That was jealousy the whole time. He's never been anything but jealous of her the entire time. And now he's gonna try to be her. That is what is so crazy to me. Now he's going to try to fucking be her. Wild. Y'all will let him though. Y'all let him. Y'all will support him. You'll clap for him. They'll gift him. He'll make all his money. All while sitting and being worried about the next fuck. It's crazy to me how this goes. So I saw a clip. I lied. I was actually present for this part of this live. Petty, I'm still unblocked. I don't know why I'm unblocked. I'd never give you 50 fucking cents to come back to that shithole. But I can still see your motherfucking lives, you dumbass. He had Casper up in the box doing the same thing, right? Gonna do the same thing. We're gonna shame the fuck out of her because a couple people decided that she wasn't walking a tight enough line. Casper wasn't walking a tight enough line. So we're gonna bring her up in the box and we're gonna humiliate her. Right? We're gonna bring her up in the box and we're gonna humiliate her. And then he says, wow, you guys really do be hiding an anti-scam, trying to scam. Well, what the fuck do we tell you, Petty? On here for years, fronting a whole fucking ruse of a person that you are, right? You came up here cosplaying like you were anti-scam, but the only thing that you really were was broke. And you were mad that you were just as broke as the people begging on the internet. That pissed you the fuck off because you were broke. You didn't like it that people had the ability to come to the internet, be their authentic selves, and make money. You didn't like that. You didn't like that people could come to the internet, be their authentic selves, be honest about everything, be honest about this is a business, be honest about this is how I make my living. You didn't like that because you couldn't do it. You didn't like it because you couldn't do that. So you tore everybody down for years, talked about everybody for years, harassed, doxed, just were relentless on folks for years. And now all of a sudden, you are finally telling people that this is why you've been here all along, was to make money. Just really crazy to me how this shit... Everybody got their cash out. Hey, and I'm coming from a place where if you had your Cash App a couple years ago, if you had your Cash App in your bio, bitch, you were fucked. They were going to talk about you for weeks. You were going to be on green screens. You were going to get talked about. You were going to get harassed, all for having a Cash App in the bio. All for a Cash App in the bio. Marquise Clay is the biggest fraud on this side of this fucking app. That man is the biggest fraud in this circle of folks that keeps going round, round, and round. Yes, you're right, they did. For weeks over that. You are absolutely right, they did. I don't know, y'all. I don't fucking get it. But hats off to Casper. I did like the way she handled herself with him yesterday. I think she will get the W out of that, not him. I did like the way she handled it, but hey, it could be anybody. It could be you tomorrow. Don't say the wrong thing. Don't walk the wrong line. Don't step out of that line too far, or they're gonna reel you back in. And don't forget, anytime Petty has a problem, Queen of all trades coming right behind him. The things that I heard Queen of all trades say to Casper, bitch, sit the fuck down. Sit the fuck down. Who the fuck do you think you are? Well, you were, I feel like it. Bitch, don't nobody give a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck, Queen of all trades. You are not the bar. You are not the bar. That girl didn't do nothing to you. That girl didn't do nothing to you, but you can't wait to get up there and play victim to something. I'm surprised you didn't cry a little. You usually cry. That little extra dramatic flair that you like to get that sympathy with. Y'all make me sick. Don't care what you do to other people. They brought her up in the box and tried to humiliate her for asking for help from her friends. That's what they did. So, and I think, man, in fact, Casper's been around for quite some time in that circle. So that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of y'all think, oh, it ain't never gonna happen to me. Bitch, just fucking hide and watch. It'll be you. It'll be you. That girl didn't do nothing wrong to nobody. Mm-mm. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Well, I mean, they may have when I guess she was going through something rough. Listen, it's up on the live. He posts everything on YouTube. He has no shame. So you can go over there and watch the whole thing. Uh, she apparently got some type of, he was like, man, she came into all that money. All that money. That girl got $3,000. What is $3,000? Ain't going far. All that money. And she bought a fucking car with it. The way see how you pick and shame? Well, pick and shame on Casper, right? Who was going through a rough time, used whatever monetary payment that she got towards to enriching her life by buying herself a car, but will then shame her for that. But there is no shame for him who can come to the internet, call you all, like all kinds of names. He does. Y'all are abusing him. Y'all ain't fucking shit. And then ask you for money in the next breath. Get the fuck out of here. I think for this week, as far as anti-scam goes, y'all look real bad. You got one who creates a GoFundMe, collects $2,000 for nothing. For absolutely nothing. We have no idea what that bitch is doing with that money. Nobody's asking her. And then you got him who just decides all of a sudden today he's going to tell you all that he requires money for his presence on the internet. Go ahead with that. Go ahead with that. Mm-mm. That motherfucker thinks he's a fucking TV star. Make no fucking sense. Who's mac and cheese? Who is mac and cheese? I ain't letting you up until I know who you are. Oh, you think you're gonna come control me, motherfucker. You are stupid. But we already knew that. We already knew that. I ain't letting you up here to act like a fucking idiot. I don't find you entertaining. I don't find a fuck thing about you entertaining. You thought you were gonna come up here, bitch? Get the fuck out of here. Go beg for money on your platform. Go beg for money on your platform. You ain't getting no time here. Hi, free spirited. The fuck out of here. You make me sick, dude. You make me sick. You literally make me physically fucking ill. Getting up my box so you can run your fucking mouth. You got your own platform, bitch. I'll talk about you anytime I fucking want to. Why? You mad? Are you mad, Petty, because there's actually people out here that know? You giving me time advertising me now, that's my pretty face, bitch, please. Bitch, please. Any bitch, please. The way they talk about Florida man on this internet, with all the fucking, the shit that you've done, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Go beg for some money, Petty. Get that Cash App. Circulate it. Send it on the back end, bitch. Beg on the back end. I don't want to watch you beg. I had to watch your brother beg all that time. I don't want to watch you beg. Beg on the back end, bitch. Nobody wants to watch you do it. We all knew you was a broke motherfucker from day fucking one. Got me fucked up. You's a bitch. A bitch. That's what you are. I wonder what the rest of Anti-Scam thinks about Petty begging for money. Anybody else gonna speak up about that calls himself Anti-Scam? One of the biggest fucking smoke blowers on the fucking internet now out here begging for money? Calling himself a fucking entertainer? I remember those days. Couldn't even look sideways about Cash App or anything else. They talk about you for fucking weeks. Petty's whole platform, his entire fucking platform, was that. Talking about people for asking for money on the internet. And here he is, calling himself an entertainer and telling his people that they're abusing him by not gifting him. And they ain't gifted. He's obviously not getting gifted enough. That's what his big fucking temper tantrum was about today. And how do you guys do that? How do you guys sit in that live and just watch him be so fucking rude to people from other countries? How do you do it? Why doesn't anybody ever speak up when he does it? Why doesn't anybody ever fucking say what he's doing is wrong? Why? You guys want to call that entertainment? You think that's entertaining when he does that? You're the fucking problem. You're the fucking problem. Also, there was a live. What day was that? I don't know. It was Scammy Claus and all her fucking cronies. Talking about, hey, where's Snark? Why isn't Snark celebrating the end of the war in Gaza? She should be dancing in the streets with the people from Gaza. Why isn't she doing that? Aren't you happy, Snark? You guys show your ignorance. You don't need me. What's up, Not Today? You don't need me to make you look ignorant because you guys do it all on your own. You guys do it all on your own. What's there to celebrate? You think that's a ceasefire? Bombs are still falling. People are still being unalived by the Israelis. The West Bank is in complete fucking horror if you haven't seen there. You guys, here's what you guys do. I'll tell you. You guys accept political theater as you accept it as reality. You can't even look at political theater and say, yeah, that's probably not that's probably not the way it's going, right? You guys take political theater as the truth. Sorry for you. Because you don't bother doing any research to find out what's really going on. Yeah, there were bombs right after the ceasefire. There were bombs earlier today. There are armed militias that are backed by the Israeli government. This isn't the first time. This happens every time. They're going to try to tell you that there is a civil war in Gaza. That is a fucking lie. That is absolutely facilitated by Israel. You guys thought because there was going to be a ceasefire that Israel was just going to stop. And you guys are fucking stupid. You're fucking propagandized to the fucking hills, man. You do not own your own minds. None of you. You want Bilal to tell you what's going on there? Bilal can tell you what's going on there. Bilal went to northern Gaza to try to see if there was anything in his old neighborhood that he could move back to. And he found out there absolutely isn't. Hi, I am enough. Yeah, they saw it on TikTok, so it must be true. But don't worry about me, because one thing that I ain't never gonna do, like y'all fucks did on the internet, I'll never turn my backs on them. I am in contact with these men every day, all throughout the day. Just because y'all decided, that ain't me. That ain't me. So I'm still doing exactly what the fuck I was doing before. Well, you guys sit on the internet and talk about the next motherfucker that I don't give a fuck about. So tired of watching, talking about people that have no fucking bearing on your life whatsoever. So crazy. I could never. I just could never. Not me, bitch. But if you want to call that entertainment and you want to pay for it and you want to throw that man his money, go ahead. I'll just consider you part of the fucking problem, too. Should be grape with a broomstick. Well, that was rough. Yeah, that was a rough live. That was a really rough live. But you guys accept that. That's kind of what I'm talking about. That kind of talk there. Not only that, but the fear mongering. I'm going to talk about the fear mongering, and then I'm going to get off. I've been listening to a bunch of fucking cackling hens, because sometimes that's what you guys sound like to me. Just a bunch of fucking hens running around cackling over each other. But as far as like trying to make somebody an accessory or getting them charged with aiding and abetting, only people that don't have like the ability to look up laws and educate themselves are the only ones that are going to be fearful of you dumb fucks getting on the internet talking about getting people charged with aiding and abetting. I don't even have the words to describe how annoying that was listening to that. I can't do it. And I do feel bad. I do feel bad for people that believe that shit. That people just get up on the internet, say a bunch of shit, and somebody in the background's going, oh my God, that's terrible. Did you hear? They might go to jail. Quit talking about that. Nobody's going anywhere. I'll cash that Florida man $100. And you guys will say that's aiding and abetting. You're weird. You're weird. Fuck. They do. Not only that, but they believe it, and then they go tell other people, and they go tell other people, and then y'all talk about it like it's actually fucking happening. By the way, I don't know if this is a point of contention or not, but I am picking Florida man every fucking time. And I do mean every fucking time. Because I really do believe that out of all y'all, he is truly the only one with any fucking sense. Any kind of reasoning, logic, y'all can't do it. And I'm picking them every fucking time. Right, Mush. Yeah, exactly. They haven't. Or they come here claiming to know something and they sound like idiots. I'm not here to help them. Listen, everybody has information at their fingertips. It's you, right? That when you hear something, because when I hear something and I'm like, yeah, that doesn't sound right, I'm definitely going to look for the answer. I'm not just going to take fucking scammy claws on the internet telling me that I could be charged with aiding and abetting before I get scared and go, oh my God. Or scammy claws getting on the internet and telling people that I'm funding Hamas. Same. Literally the same fucking thing. And I'm still here at home, and I do have a sneaking suspicion that if I was in fact funding terrorism, I would not be here. So, and I would also like other people that, and I'm going to say this publicly, I would also like other people that are talking about that narrative as though it is in fact true to stop doing that. Quit telling people that you're being investigated by the FBI, because you are in fact not. And I'm tired of fucking hearing it. I don't know why everybody has to be the fucking victim of something, but it is exhausting. Come on. I can't do it anymore. Yes, with zero proof about fuck all. You're exactly right. All right, guys, that's all I have. I hope you